Hey, good people, coming to you with a DIY. Yeah, we're gonna crop a denim top. So I started with this large, extra large, oversized men's top that I found at my local thrift store. It's huge on me, but we want to keep it large. It also has this unnecessary embroidery as well, but we'll work on that later. So I button the entire shirt and turn it inside out. I'm gonna fold the shirt in half and then line up the seams so that they match up or line up exactly. Now we're going to outline the area of which we're going to cut off. I just used the buttons to gauge how short I wanted the shirt, but you can try it on and figure that out. Also, you can use a ruler if you're not really good at drawing straight lines, but you want to make sure your scissors are sharp when cutting across the shirt, because you don't want a bunch of jagged edges, even though it's going to be a bit distressed at the bottom. Next, we're going to line up the seams again, and then we're going to measure where we want to take in the shirt, because even though we want to keep it oversized, my shirt was extremely too large, so we don't want to get swallowed in the shirt, so we do want to take it in a bit. Now I'm just using some sewing pins to make sure that I keep that space that I want to take in outlined, so I know exactly where to sew at the sewing machine. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Just for reference, I used 3 fingers width apart to gauge where I wanted to take my shirt in. Now at the sewing machine, we're just going to sew exactly where we pinned it. Once you finish sewing, make sure that your shirt fits, and then go ahead and cut off the excess fabric next to the seam you just created. But don't cut too close. You don't want to cut the seam and undo what you just did. Next, we're going to turn the shirt right side out and focus on this embroidery here on my shirt. Even if your shirt doesn't have it, you can still do the next step to add a little bit of flair. So I'm going to use fabric to cover mine, but you can also use patches. I found these at Joann Fabrics for about $3.50. Or you can use the fabric that we cut off from the bottom of the shirt and save a couple of coins altogether. So we're going to take a piece of paper and make a paper pattern for our fabric. I'm just folding it in half and I'm lining it up with the embroidery and marking where it ends to make sure that my design will cover it. I'm going to do a simple heart, but if you're a magnificent artist, or you can use a stencil, but feel free to get extremely creative with this part if you like. sure that you like the way your pattern looks before you cut out your fabric. You can practice as much as you want on paper. You don't want to waste your fabric. Now we're going to fold our fabric and place our pattern along that fold, and go ahead and pin it with one of those sewing pins so that it doesn't move while you're cutting. To attach the heart, I went ahead and sewed it on by hand using a simple running stitch. I chose the bright white thread to contrast against the other colors of the fabric so it would stand out. I wanted it to have that quilted look. And the final step is to distress the bottom of the shirt. You can use your hands here, which is the safest way, or if you're dangerous like me, you can use scissors or a razor. Just be careful, guys. And here is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do decide to do this crop denim top, be sure to tag me because I want to see. All right, till next time. Bye, good people.